Hello there, I'm Sandy Allnock, and yes, I have gifts. This particular specific gift in this package is for me, and it is the skin tone set of Ohuhu markers. It was sent to me by a patron. She has wanted me for a long time to add these to the hex chart. And yeah, I have some issues with doing that, but I'm going to tell you what I went through and what my decision process was in this video, as well as give you some free gifts. So let's get started. I began by pulling out the colors that are unique to this set that are not already in the 320 set. And 320 is what I made the original Ohuhu hex chart with, because that's the set that I got. And a lot of people have been asking over and over and over again, when am I going to get the other sets? And I'm going to tell you why that is an insane thing to ask of me, but nonetheless, I decided I would begin by swatching these markers. These are the colors that are unique to the skin tone set that are not already in the 320. Now, why they did this, I don't know. They should have just made the 320 into like a bigger set. Anyway, they wouldn't fit in the case. Maybe that's why. They figured they would mess us up and make us buy markers that are duplicates, because the rest of the markers not on this swatch chart are now duplicates. But there are some interesting colors in here. If you color a lot of animals or skin tones, you might find this set useful. But 320 is a good number of colors, and they do have a wide selection of browns, so I think you'd survive without it. But I thought I'd show you the colors that are in here. But on this piece of paper, I also did some massive, insane research to figure out if I were to make a full set of all of the Honolulu colors, what would that be? And so I made this little chart for myself so I could figure out if I ever got these other colors, how that would work out. But the crazy thing is they don't make it easy for you to get all the colors. They make it extremely difficult. There's someone on Reddit named MysticSparkleWings, I think. And this person is the maven of the crazy Honolulu sets. This is her graphic. I'm assuming it's a her. I don't know. MysticSparkleWings sounds female. My apologies if I've misgendered you. But in this little graphic, it tells you what colors are missing. So there's one color in the gray set. So you have to get an entire set of 36 markers to get the one gray, and this is the gray. I do not find this color to be so amazing that it's worth buying 36 colors, but you can buy them now in singles on their website. But don't get the one that is the Ohuhu color. It's a different color, and it has a different nib. So if you want this color, you're going to need to buy that YG100 in order to get that single color. Or you can just go get, I guess, the set of 36 grays. The next one up in the list is two colors that are only in the 48 blossoming set or 96 pastel set. That means all those other colors are duplicates. So if you want those two colors, this is them. So it's like this one pinkish color. There are other similar pinkish colors. And these singles that you're trying to buy that are making up the set, and this one as well, it's extremely difficult to find any of these three colors on their website as singles because they keep selling out. So good luck finding them. Well, let's go back to the graphic again and see what else there is. The skin tone set is kind of broken into those two lines in the middle. 15 colors in the 24 or 36 plus another 6 in the 36, which means there's 21 colors in the skin tones. That's the colors I just showed you. So far I'm still only missing those three colors. But now we come to the 19 colors that are only in the Japan set. And this is the current graphic from their website in Japan. These markers are not sold in the United States. And it used to have 19 unique colors. Now it only has 2 unique colors. Those 2 that are in the Blossom set. Yeah, those, the R090 and E020. So I don't know if they're never going to bring back that original set that has those 19 extra colors in it. But, you know, this is what's on their site now. So make sure if you do buy one from something like eBay that you get the Japan 1 set, the original release. There are some of you that have that set and you want them in your hex chart. I know that. I can't get them. I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars on eBay to get one because there are people that are reselling them on eBay. But yeah, you got to pay a lot of money to get them. So what I did was look at someone's swatch sheet. Those little graphics that I showed you, I do not trust. Ohuhu is notorious for having terrible swatches. They just don't match the colors. So I looked at someone's swatch sheet. They had posted a piece of paper where they swatched out the colors, and I found it on Reddit. And I'm guessing I'm just going to trust it because there's nothing else I can do. And I found a kind of match-ish in Copics. Now, it's hard to tell whether their camera was right, whether their, marker coloring was perfect. I can't see, how bright it is. I don't know how long it sat out in the light, how much color has disappeared from them. I don't know. This is as close as I could get. So I did this for the reason that if I were to put these colors into a 363 hex chart, I had to have some idea where to put them. And I'm not going to have them in the perfect place because these are not the colors. The colors I'm swatching are Copic colors. So then I was faced with how I make a hex chart out of this. And I could just gut it out and do it all on the computer and try to plop these colors in where they fit the best. Or I could cross my fingers and hope. And my hope was met with success. My friend dropped off a set of 320 markers because I no longer have them in my studio. The first set that I got, I gave to a school because I didn't like the markers. So I didn't want to have them around. I made an original initial hex chart and then I gave them away because I wasn't going to use them. The second set here was purchased by a friend of mine. I had told her about these markers and the pain that I'd been through in making a hex chart. She wanted to know what a hex chart was and how it worked. And she bought a set. And then she handed it over to me and told me that I should make, because I was complaining about making a dual Copic and Ohuhu hex chart, like all of the colors for both sets together. And I was complaining about people wanting me to do that. And she bought this set of markers so that I would do it. And then she said, and give them back to me. She said, I want to play with them. So she's been playing with them. And when I told her about my dilemma, now that I got these 36 pens, she decided to drop them off at my house. And so she did, and I made the chart. Now, the person who gave me these is a patron on my Patreon page. God bless her. She has either given you a wonderful gift in allowing this chart to be made, or she has just paid an exorbitant amount of money for a hex chart of her liking. And I guess maybe it could be both. So thank you to her for giving me these pens so I could add them to the chart. Now you'll notice there's different fonts on there. The colors that were originally on this chart that were colored before I turned the camera on, those are all the original colors in the 320 set. And they have a regular serif font. The kind of boldish font that I'm using here, the smaller boldish font, is all of the skin tone set. And then there's some others in here. There's one that's italic and bold. And that is the Japan set. I will not be able to swatch them. But the different font tells me which set that's in. So if you have any of those other sets and you just want to figure out which container they're in, then you can find that out by looking at the font little key at the bottom of the page that you see right above there. And by the way, the WG 0.5 should be in the skin tones, but I left it with the WGs because it needed to kind of be there. But you can keep an eye on the fonts so you know which set you're looking at, unless you've somehow put them all in one container. Now let's talk about the free gifts that I promised you at the beginning of this video. First gift, if you already purchased the Ohuhu Honolulu 320 hex chart, then the 363 is already additionally in your account for free. You don't have to do anything. If you haven't purchased any hex chart from me, any Ohuhu hex chart, then you purchase one of them and you get both charts. The reason I'm including both charts in one is that I don't want to charge you twice for basically the same thing with just a few more colors in it. Anytime I do updates to charts, you always get that updated one added into your account for free. It's just always there for you, whatever the most updated one is. And this one, since it kind of has two charts, it's got two in your account. So you can download them both. Why would you not want the 363? Why would you want the 320? Because if you only bought the 320 set and you don't feel you need the other one, you don't have to have FOMO with all of those blank colors. Isn't that nice? I have a little favor I would like to ask in return for my kindness in giving you the bigger chart for free. And that is, if you know somebody or you just know of somebody you can message on social media who has the original Japan Sanrio set with all of those extra colors in it. Not the one that has just two colors in it, but all the extra colors. Then put them in touch with me. You can either just send them this video and tell them to come look at it. You can send them my social media contact information, tell them that I'm looking for them, or send them to my email address, sandy@sandyallnock.com. And I will send them a PDF. And that PDF will have all the color names and stuff that need to be swatched out, little boxes to put them in. They can print it on whatever their favorite paper is, and then mail it to me physically so I can sit down and compare how those colors look on different types of papers. And this can be folded up into an envelope. It doesn't have to be kept flat and perfect or anything. I just would like to have a couple people swatch them and see what those colors look like so I can double check their placement in this chart, move them around if I need to, and update the chart if that's needed. And there's a few colors that I would like to move a little bit because they're still not in quite the right place. But at some point I had to just say enough is enough. So please go find somebody who has that Japan Sanrio set. I would really appreciate it because I'd like this chart to be correct. All right, I still have another free gift. 4 salvageable copies of my charts in progress. And these charts in progress are not perfect. So they were maybe 2 or 3 steps before the finished one. And it's all colored in with the colors that I have. So it's the 320 plus the colors that were in that 36 set. It doesn't have those 3 other ones, but it has blank spaces for all the Japan set and blank spaces for those other 3. So if you have the others, you can just fill them in and your chart is done, and it will come all beautiful and mounted on yellow and black cardstock. So it looks gorgeous. And that giveaway is going to happen right here on YouTube all week long. So you can do 3 things for me. One is to subscribe. And the reason you need to subscribe is because the winner will be announced in my next video on Saturday. I swear, I give things away on YouTube and nobody ever answers me. And then I'm stuck with prizes. So I don't want to be stuck with prizes. So please do subscribe. Secondly, hit the like button. And third, I want you to leave a comment and tell me which set you got. Or do you have a set at all? You may not even have a set and you just want to see what these colors are compared to whatever markers you do use. I will see you on Saturday. I will make the big announcement. Good luck. I hope you win. This is open internationally, so everybody can play. I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye. Click on one of these videos here on the screen if you'd like to stay here on YouTube and watch some more. Or if you're looking for one of those charts, either the Ohuhu 320, 360, or the combo chart with Copics, the links are in the doobly-doo underneath the video.